Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Talk About Sleep. Guess what we're going to do today? We're going to talk about sleep. Guess what the title of my book is? Let's Talk About Sleep. The Amazon link to this is in the description box down below. If you like this video, please click like. Please share with your friends and family. Please subscribe to the channel. As we get closer to 1,000, one viewer at random will get a signed copy of that book sent to them as a thank you. So we're just kind of inching along, but hopefully 1,000 subscribers soon. But I need you guys to subscribe. And as I always say, these videos are for education only. Okay, what are we talking about today? Well, there's a thing recently that I've seen, in various magazine articles and stuff, talking about medieval sleep. What is that? Well, the theory goes that back in the medieval times, 1500, somewhere around there, people would only get 4 hours of sleep in chunks, wake up, be up for a couple of hours, eat, do various things, and then go back to sleep for another 4 hours or so. So they were getting their, 7-8 hours of sleep, but it was chopped up, this poly sleep, they call it. The articles and things that I've read recently are saying, well, is this the right way? Are we missing out in modern times by not doing this? And the sleep world, every now and then these kind of things come out in the pop culture world, and the sleep world is, responds. And I'll tell you this, I mean, if you're like, so aside from the medieval times, inventors like Thomas Edison slept this way. I think Da Vinci slept this way. I mean, he would have been medieval. You hear these stories about these very high achieving people sleeping in this way. The average person working a 9-to-5 job, should they be sleeping this way? My opinion is absolutely not, and here's why. When you do that, right, when you start getting into this situation where you're getting 4-hour chunks and then waking up and then getting another 4-hour chunk, what can happen is, first of all, that after waking up after those 4 hours, you may not be at your best, right? So if you do that to kind of be more productive or whatever it is, chances are your brain is not going to be firing as well as it would if you got 8 hours at that time. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is when you do this, right, and let's say you are up for a few hours and you say, okay, well, I'm going to try to get back to sleep again. What if you can't, right? Or what if, that's a very, very common problem, especially in this day and age when we, what we're going to be doing is inundating our eyes with a computer screen or a phone or a tablet or so. And that can make it, the light that comes from those sources is what's called blue light. That shuts off melatonin. That can make it harder to get back to sleep. So then what are you left with? Okay, well, I got 4 hours. Yeah, it's great, but I couldn't get back for that second hour, for the second 4 hours. So now I'm working on my 9-to-5 job with only 4 hours of sleep when I need 8. Okay, so that's another reason. The third is that can lead to real other problems with insomnia, chronic insomnia. Okay, so if you're an inventor and your schedule in your life, or an artist or something where your schedule is very variable and you can kind of sleep chunks here, sleep a chunk there, that it's probably okay. But again, if you're working a 9-to-5 job, so let's use that example again. So somebody only gets 4 hours the night before because this didn't work out for them. They get home from work, they got to take their nap, right? Let's say it's a few hours. Then at nighttime, when it really is time for them to go to bed, it's going to be very, very difficult because they just had a long nap, right? And it just kind of spirals out of control. So it's not something that I would recommend. Okay, is it bad for you? Not necessarily, but the question is, will this result in you not getting enough sleep? I think it will. Okay. So there's nothing inherently bad about having that chopped up sleep. It's just when you have the rest of your life is structured, this can lead to problems, as I just said. So do I recommend it? No. If somebody comes to me and they're an inventor or an artist or so, and they're sleeping this way and they have no problems, I mean, I'm not sure whether they would come to see me for that, but I'll say keep it going. But the question is always, why does that person wake up after 4 hours? That's what I want to know. And something like that can be caused by, middle of the night awakening can be caused by prostate issues in a man, right? Waking up to go to the bathroom. Sleep apnea, which I always talk about. Depression, right? That can wake somebody up in the middle of the night. Chronic pain, right? These are things that I want to know. Assuming those things are ruled out, and the person really just sleeps this way because that's what their lifestyle dictates, probably is okay. But again, it's a slippery slope. So, and the last thing to comment on is, back in medieval times, it wasn't like we have all the comforts that we have now, right? It's a much, much, much different world, right? So they couldn't sleep 8 hours straight because, there were bugs in the summertime. In the wintertime, it was freezing. They didn't have great insulation, okay? So these are other things that this is the number one time in history in America for people to get 8 hours. So it also may have been a function of lifestyle and the environment back in those days. So bottom line is, I don't think we're missing out by not doing that, but just take that for what it's worth. So that's the video for today. If you have any comments on this or anything else, please drop it in the comment section down below. I will answer any and all questions and comments, assuming they're respectful, okay? And please like this video, please share it with your friends and family, and please subscribe. Until next time, everybody, sleep well.